We're here at the Kalandia checkpoint, and this is our first stop inside the Palestinian territories on our way to the village of Aqaba. Here, it's pretty hot and dusty and really chaotic. And for Palestinians who are trying to cross from the West Bank into Jerusalem, it can be a very, very long wait. From here, we begin our journey to the design Charrette, and from here we travel first to Ramallah, the main city on the West Bank, then to Tabas, a neighboring village to Aqaba, where we'll meet up with the architectural team. Then we have a short drive to the village. Now, anywhere else, this would be a simple drive, but not here on the West Bank. There are divisions within divisions, and they manifest themselves in areas A, B, and C. Area A are those areas where Israel has vested domestic control to the Palestinian Authority, like Ramallah. Area B is under joint control, and in Area C, Israel has control of everything. Aqaba is in Area C. And this may prove to be a problem for us. If Israel decides they do not like the idea of the Charrette, they can block our entrance into the village at what the Israeli Defense Force likes to call a flying checkpoint. This is a roadblock they can establish anytime, any place. And this place, the West Bank, is under a military occupation. Make no mistake about it. And every aspect of life for the Palestinians is controlled. The story of our design Charrette is actually two parallel stories. It is the story on how the Rebuilding Alliance, a small nonprofit organization from California, can help the village build much needed housing. This design process, called the Charrette, is the first step. At the same time, this is a much larger, complex story of the future of Palestine and how the indigenous local population can survive under conditions that would be completely intolerable in the West. Today, we begin with the design narrative, and the story begins here in Tabas, where the design team is gathering.
Hi, my name is Steve Coyle. I'm an architect and a planner, and I'm here to direct the Charrette to help create designs for the village.
I'm Callie Rubai. I'm a PhD student in social anthropology, and I'm here as an English teacher in Aqaba this summer. And I hope to help out with the Charrette by gathering people's stories and press support.
My name is Haj Sami Sadiq, the mayor of Aqaba village.
I'm Donna Baransky-Walker. I'm the founder and executive director of Rebuilding Alliance, and I'm here in Aqaba to really sponsor an architectural design Charrette that will result in the building of 20 homes for the families who want to return home.
I'm Ghassan Abdullah. I'm Palestinian living in Ramallah. I was a member of the board of the Rebuilding Alliance, and I keep following Donna as much as I can, trying to keep up with her activities and initiatives.
My name is Said Fathi Salahat. I am a civil engineer. I have Said Salahat Engineering Office in Tubas. I have an office, engineer office, and I have 4 or 5 engineers work with us in the office. هل في لها حماية من قبل ما تنهدش من سلطات الاحتلال؟ هذا سؤال مهم. إن نحكي عن $20,000 $20,000 في $15,000 بده يسددهن المواطن على 15 سنة، مش هيك حسب ما عرفت أنا. هل إلهن حماية؟ بكرة إذا أجوا الجيش وهدوا البناية، هل المواطن بده يتحمل تكاليف التسديد؟
It's really important questions. We start with an idea that people should pay for the size of the home that they can afford. So that every month for 10 years they pay a mortgage payment. But if the houses are demolished, it's not the family that loses as much as it is the investor, the people who put in the money in the first place. The family would lose the house, of course, and have to go back to paying rent, return to Tayassir or wherever they came, they're moving back from. But it's a question for everybody. How can we afford the loss if the houses get demolished again? Many people have asked this question, why $20,000 for the house? It's such a small amount of money. What can we really build for such a small amount? It's not enough for a family of 7. How can we build a house for so little money? But it has to do with that question of how much can we lose if it gets demolished again? And also, how much can people afford? So hopefully we come up with a strategy that they can afford, but the risk is not as much on them as it is for the investors.
We have a nonprofit NGO called the National Charrette Institute. We train and we do courses around the world in England and France and hopefully in Palestine. So it's a three-part process: the preparation, the actual charrette, which starts on Saturday, and then what you all will be doing when I leave. You'll be executing the project. So normally we have more preparation time, but because of the logistics, we have to do a month of preparation in 2 days.
And so at the end of a long day, we finally make it here to the village of Aqaba. And this is going to be a big project. Besides involving the international team, it's going to involve local architects and designers and structural engineers and certainly the whole community itself. So besides all of those people, we also want you to be involved, you as viewers. So please send us your comments, your observations, and any questions you might have, and we'll do our best to answer them. So for today, ma salama. Here on the West Bank, people say this all the time, and it means God be with you.